let's talk. And you know what? I give you permission to roast me in the comments because I don't know, again, what I'm doing, but here's my 2023 planner lineup. So if you're new here, I am a Libra, and I am one of the most indecisive people you will ever meet. I will make a definitive decision and still not be 100% sure about it and still go back on it later. So that's a little bit about me. So I have been in this Hobonichi weeks now for about 4 weeks, and I have to be honest with you guys, like when I was in this the first time, I loved it. I was literally like obsessed with like going into it and like playing with my planner and like my notes pages and like all that stuff. But this time around, you guys, like I'm not feeling it. I'm not feeling it. You can see I didn't even like finish this spread. I never even started the next one. This is the current week. We're on the week of Christmas. I'm trying to get these videos out to you guys before the end of the year so that they're still relevant. But I'm still a little bit indecisive, and because I swore up and down that this was gonna like work really well for me, and I just don't feel myself going to it. Like I'm not excited to use it. I'm not sure what it is. I do have a VDS cover coming in for this, and I'm not sure if maybe like the cover will help me want to like go into it and like being able to like decorate the inside pages and stuff like that. But for right now, I think that I'm gonna 86 the Hobonichi weeks, unfortunately. Cue the booing noises now. And let's talk about what I really do want to be in. So let me just address the elephant in the room really quickly, which are these 2 olive TNs that are sitting in front of your face. And these TNs kind of feed into a lot of my confusion and everything like that. But yeah, I've had this like knockoff Travelers Company passport size TN. They never made the olive color in passport size. And if you are in the TRC community, you know that the olive standard size is like a unicorn like wish list item for a lot of people. And right now they're going for like upwards of $400 on a lot of markets, $200 usually for like really worn and things like that. And it's such a funny story about these 2 TNs because I bought this secondhand from Amanda Lee Plans, and she and I are actually like friends in real life. So I bought it secondhand off of Amanda, and this olive TRC company TN that I purchased off of a different planner friend was actually purchased originally from Amanda. So I ended up buying both of Amanda's secondhand olive TNs. She did keep her, I think her lighter olive color was kind of more like this. My olive is leans a little bit more like towards that brown green, but I still love it. The inside is amazing. So yeah, obviously getting these 2 covers made me really want to stay in Travelers Company. And I had already kind of like, you know, I could have put that like the Baumkuchen Superior Labor wallet for life converter insert into my TN, which would have made the Hobonichi weeks fit inside. I have a whole other video of that if you guys want to know, and I'll link it down below. It is currently out of stock, but they restock them like 2 or 3 times a year, so they will be back again. I don't know, there's just something about like, so this is the planner that I used for most of 2022. I was in my Nolte, and I did like all of my planning in here, and then I had like this insert for when I like journaled, and then this was my reading insert, and I kept track of like all the books that I've read in that journal, and all of it was like in one place, and it was like this little chunky thing. And I just love like being in a traveler's notebook, and like just like the ritualistic aspect of like opening up a TN and like all of the different inserts and like all of the different kind of like deco and things like that. It's just a different vibe than the Hobonichi weeks. And I mean, I was trying to like bring some of those elements in, but it just wasn't like, I don't know, I was not jiving with it this time around. For someone who like fully loved the Hobonichi the first time that I was in it and stayed with it for an entire year, I'm just like shocked that I don't love it. But anyways, we're gonna like just move past that already. And so I kind of know standard size isn't for me, but I do my like junk journaling in, you know, standard TN size. So I'm going to be doing that in my standard size olive TN. So that is what this guy will be used for. And that's going to be my first like planner in my planner lineup, is going to be my junk journal, like, which is where I do like that scrapbook style where you like paste a bunch of stuff down and you can journal sometimes. This is not my travel journal. I don't consider those journals in my planner lineup just because I always take a travel journal, and they're not something that I'm in all year round except for when I'm traveling. So those are separate, but for what I'll be using like regularly, I think I'm going to be living in this bad boy for a while. Okay, the next planner that I have seen a lot and was influenced by, I think it's Brown Sugar. I'll be sure to link her Instagram down in the description box. And then Amanda, my friend, once again, she also follows another account that uses one of these also, that when she shared that account, I was like, okay, that's it. I definitely need it. Because both of the people who use this use it in very different ways. But I was really inspired by it. I had seen this notebook at Atlas Stationers and I liked it, but I didn't really know like how you could use it, and I'm glad that I saw a few people that inspired me. Okay, sorry, my dogs were going insane because my husband got home. But I was just saying that this is going to be like a memory keeper, kind of separate from like junk journaling, because I really only memory keep in my junk journals for trips and things like that. So this will be for like everyday purposes. I'll be pasting like things in here and it'll be really cute, I think. I hope. Okay, I know what you're thinking. Kaylee, you literally just showed us 2 scrapbooks. What are you gonna plan in? And the reason that I put it off is because you guys already know what I'm gonna plan in. I have just really fallen in love with my passport system, and although sometimes I feel like it is a little bit small, I'm doing some things for next year to try to combat that feeling. The first insert is one that you guys have seen on this channel. It is my monthly insert, and what I've gone ahead and done here is I put tabs in the order that I want to like flip through this planner when I grab it. So the very first tab is on the habit tracker page, and for this habit tracker, I'm going to be tracking sleep, I think. Either sleep or mood, I'm not too sure yet, but I think I'm going to be doing sleep. And then the second tab is my monthly log. So this is kind of the idea, is that every day I'll first go here, check my sleep, go here, check what I have for the week, and then I'll move into my weekly insert from there. And I kind of did the same thing where the habit tracker is tabbed, and here I think I'm going to be tracking my Instagram activity, and then the top tab is going to be my today tab. So, and I've gone ahead and pre-lined every single week because I know myself and I know that I'm really lazy, and drawing that line in will literally prevent me from using my planner for an entire week if I'm too lazy to pull out my ruler to draw that line in. So what I did was I literally did it for the full 6 months of this insert, and that way hopefully I just gravitate towards using it because the layouts are already set up. And that's like obviously the only 2 pages in here that I would use would be my Instagram tracking, and then as well as my like weekly layout. And then down here I think that I'm just gonna use this as like a general to-do area. On this side of the column I'm gonna put my like appointments and like to-do list, and then on this side I am going to
journal. Kind of like how I was doing in my Hobonichi. I'll show you that really fast. Just like that same idea. The space is a little bit bigger, which will give me more room to write also, so I'm kind of excited about that. And then this little to-do list will just move to the bottom of the page here. So I'm hoping that it's enough room, but we'll see. If anything, I'm going to do the same kind of layout, but in the standard size TN if this doesn't end up working for me. Okay, and then I have my like clear zip pouch insert from Traveler's Company, and I just put all of the papery planning stickers that I'm planning to use for the year. If you follow me on Instagram, you would have seen my story where I posted that I am only going to be buying the same icons for the year because I've just found that I don't really like to mix different styles of icons. I really don't. And I do find that papery planning is just really nice and minimal and very like small. Like, so these sheets were a little bit too long to put in horizontally, so I just cut them in half and I split them up between the two little pockets on the front here. On the back I have some full sheets I just cut down. And these were just like freebie sheets. And then I also have my like audiobook. These are by Randy Plans. So these are like the only stickers that are not by Papery Planning. And then, oh, and these as well. These are from, I think it's May Paper Co. Let me check. Yeah, May Paper Co. And she has a lot of like book themed journaling stuff. And then I also just have my little TBR stickers, so all of the books that I want to read are all on these little, I just like printed them out on sticker paper and cut them out with my Cricut. So all of those stickers are in here, so that way I can use them in my journaling insert. Okay, my next insert is gonna solve the problem of the lack of notes pages in the back of my weekly insert, and this is gonna be my home maintenance insert. So the first page in this is just going to be my index, and then I will have my financial trackers kind of the same way that I had them set up in my Hobonichi. Watch either one of my Hobonichi setup videos. They'll show you exactly how I did the layouts, but I'm just going to be transferring those into here. And it's going to be 2 pages per month, so I just kind of did it like January, February, blah, blah, blah. And I pre-counted the pages out. The second page, or the next layout that I'm going to have here, or the next spread that I'm going to do is going to be my master grocery list. I decided to give myself a couple of pages just so I could split up the categories by page instead of like splitting up the page for the categories, if that makes sense. Then I have my YouTube follower and watch hours as well as Instagram followers. So I think that these 2 pages like right next to each other make sense in my brain. And then I'll follow those up with all of the YouTube video like ideas that I would like want to make. I usually have like a running list of that. So that's what the page right afterward will be. And then the last little tab in my inserts here are going to be for when did I last, and that leads right into when did I last health, when did I last dogs, and then my inventory list. So I keep like a general inventory list of like things that we should have on hand but can run out of, like toilet paper, shampoo, toothpaste, stuff like that. So that way when we like are gonna go to Costco or whatever, I could just run through that list and see what are we out of, or like what do we need to re-up on, versus like getting to the store and like trying to figure it out that way, or like walking through the whole house and like going to each room and hoping that I remember stuff that I ran out of. So that's what that is for, and like literally that'll go to the end of the insert probably. So that's my home maintenance insert, and usually this is like what I put in the notes pages. So home improvement goals, all of that stuff is just right in here, and did I last, inventory list. So this is kind of, you know, what the pages look like in here. I'm gonna do the exact same layout but just transfer it into here, and hopefully I like it. And then the very last insert that's gonna go in my planner is gonna be my reading log. And again, I love reading, and I think that it was really nice to keep track of all of the books that I read last year in this fashion, so I'm gonna do it again this year. And then these will be my 4 inserts. I decided I'm gonna put the clear cover over the home maintenance and reading logs, just so that way, you know, my actual planner is kind of at the forefront, and then everything else. And the idea is that the tabs, again, are in the order that I should flip to the things when I use my planner. So the first page I'm going to flip to is the first tab. The second page I'm going to flip to is the second tab, etc. So this is kind of what I'm going to do. So let me set this up really quickly because I literally did this right before filming this video. So yeah, this is my 2023 planner lineup. I have my standard size TN that I'm going to be journaling, junk journaling, and scrapbooking in, my Midori notebook diary for memory keeping, and my passport size TN for planning. And if the passport's too small, I'll move into standard size. So that's kind of the plan. I hope you guys like this video. I know that I've kind of been all over the place this past month, but I really do think that this is going to be my happy place. So we'll see if I stick to it. I hope you guys like this video. Stay safe, happy holidays, and stay warm. Bye!